Thanks, Stefan. Sure. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I too begin by paying my respects to the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Darug, Guringa and Gadigal people, their elders past and present, and any Indigenous Australians that may be here with us tonight. And I'll also extend my thanks to the Ryde Business Forum for this exciting opportunity to speak on what will be on the eve of what will be the most important election that we've had in a generation. This election will not be about dusting off the cobwebs. It'll be about contrasting radically different policies of the political parties and considering not only what impact they will have on voters today, but also on the lives of our children and our grandchildren. Thinking about the future used to be something that kept me up at night. But as someone who has spent more than 5 years of the past decade in Southeast Asia, working for the United Nations and the non-government sector on innovative and environmentally friendly business policy, and working with entrepreneurs on the Mekong Delta to pilot business models that will either help to fight or to give people a chance of surviving climate change, I've felt never more positive than I do today. Because I've seen that when governments have their priorities right, or otherwise get out of the way, societies are capable of amazing things and overcoming great obstacles. My job as your Greens candidate for Ryde is to make sure that the government of tomorrow has its priorities right, or that it gets out of the way where the priorities are wrong. And my priorities for Ryde are to build a community that is cleaner, fairer and better. But enough about me. Can I have a show of hands, quick show of hands from the room for those of you who own a small business? And Jerome does, excellent. Okay, so as small business owners, whether you sell flowers or coffee or even sensational hair products, you occupy a special place at the heart of the community. You sit at the interface between society and the economy, and you're sensitive to the changes in the community, which have been brought about by changes in government policy in a way that large companies, and especially multinational corporations, can never be. And so when you see kids hanging around out the front of the shops because there's record levels of youth unemployment, or when you talk to the woman from down the road who doesn't know how she's going to be able to continue supporting her disabled son because of cuts to social services, when you can't trust that your employees are properly qualified to do their job because of the mucking around with our vocational education system, and when you see traffic getting worse and buildings getting higher and your rent going up and your business drying up because of the superstore that just opened down the road, you understand like no one else that when this government says it stands up for business, it means big business. There has never been a better time for you to stand up for your community that you as a small business owner are at the heart of. And the Greens want to help you stay there. The Greens want to protect small business from the unfair competition and the market distortions caused by big business and multinationals and corruption within our political system. We want to boost consumer confidence by halting or reversing the harmful ideological obsessions of this government, including austerity economics, the privatisation of our electricity network, and the planned 7-month closure and cannibalisation of the Epping to Chatswood rail line. And finally, we want to create an enabling environment within which small businesses can thrive by supporting businesses to reduce their energy consumption and actually produce renewable energy to sell to the market. And by exploring the potential for extending our policy that contains a housing rental cap and improving security of tenure packages, we want to explore extending that to small businesses as well, to help them keep up with their rent. Ladies and gentlemen, the potential future for small business in Ryde has never been brighter. Vote clean, vote green in 2015. Thank you very much.